Good morning, Aziz back. So let's have a look at this reference and see how we can analyze it and get the key poses out and things to push and things to exaggerate and put this into an animation. So let's just hit play first. Just going to mute it. It's really nice, very cool. You're going to learn a lot from this, which is great. So the first thing, this down that we have here is pretty tiny, so I think we could push it. You know, and he swings his leg out, which is pretty cool. But let's where's his hand going? Right, like this for example. There's the one where it's over. See how he's only just kind of making it? This sort of thing, this pose here. I feel like we could really clear that up. If this here was up like this, and this one was up here like this, and then this hand was out here like this, right? And you can see here, it's just way clearer how we're going over. So we could fix that up as well. Over the wall. So that's how you could kind of push this pose, and he's got this style though, where he's keeping one leg straight, which we lose in this pose. So in this, a little bit more like that. You know, remember, my drawings don't have to be like super perfect. They just have to give you an idea of what you're going to do in the animation. And then this is cool. This is a really nice pose to start off with, but you can see here how his arm is just coming down like this, right? And that's not a clear silhouette, so we wouldn't want to copy that one for one. So where we're coming from, he's swinging his arm across his body. So we could either have it so it's more like this, right? Just so it's a stronger starting pose. And then as he runs, you can still come into this back pose like this. And just pay attention here how he's leaning back and his foot's coming out. It's pretty cool. And this is your down pose here. You know, again, this sort of thing here, you just see this like this. It's just a stump. So remember in your animation to get that out in silhouette as much as possible so we can really see what's going on. And then this, yeah, so this down pose, I would push more, to be honest. And he kind of jumps and then puts his arm on. You could maybe, I will leave it like that. But I would just push this a bit more. What's he doing with his arm? His arm, and think of the arcs that you're doing as well. His arm is going to swing down here. Right, so this here could probably be more bent a little bit. And the arm, his arm looks pretty awkward, to be honest, the way he's doing it. But we could do it as well. I don't know, if it was me, yeah, this might be something, you know, that we have to just do. But I'll come into the arcs in a second. Right, but when you push here, this is your straight. Right, and this is your swing, and then you're using the momentum because you've got to be careful that you're using the momentum of this leg to kind of push everything up with this as well. So whoop. And then you're using the hand plant to push the rest of the body up. Keeping this leg straight, but I'll keep it out more as silhouette. I'll start to think about bending this leg just to make it a bit more cool. Right, so this is where you're going to push the reference a bit outside of what's there. And then you have this one. Gee, I wonder why my pen shrank. And then here, you've got this, which is cool. But then you're going to wrap this up into a ball. Come across, but you can still push this really high. And this arm's going to start to come down. Right, keeping in mind everything. So keeping the pose is super dynamic as well. So this is kind of cool because you've got this nice big C. And then here, again, we could push that. Keeping his foot out. This one as well, you could probably start to bring it in a bit more, but still keeping them super clear. Remember, his hand is still planted here, and this one is coming down here. Right, so you can see here, you can still clearly see very, very much so the pose. Right. And then this one as well. This one's pretty cool. I'll just see how this is not in silhouette again. Just get that one out in silhouette. And pay attention here, he's leaning back. If you look at this on the angle, it's like this. See this? How it's because he's moving his hips and his arms are like this. So that's important to note when you're doing this bit here. And then this is actually a pretty sick pose. Nice big line of action like this. Big straight. And he's pushing off momentum this way now. I'll just keep that more bent still. He's keeping it clear in silhouette. He's looking where he's going. That's important. Watch his head. He's looking where he's going to next go. And when he lands, I think he's landing into a run, yeah. So this one here, might just have to be a bit awkward. You could play with that. Got the twist in the body here. This is here, and now the momentum's moving forward. Right, so this is pretty cool pose as well. So Naruto run. That's your down pose. And now you've got to just do your run as if you were doing this. You know, there's nothing too much that you have to push here. It's pretty nice run poses, to be honest. It's pretty clear. You have your straight. This is a bit past your straight, but you can push this a bit more. Alright, cool. So this is your run, which is nice. You could just kind of copy that. He's got really nice floaty, like bouncy timing. So these are poses that I'd push and what I'd have. And now the next thing that I kind of look at is the arcs that you're going to do with everything. So for example, this arm here, this one is going to do like a nice kind of thing. See, up and around, and then it's going to grab this thing here. So if we go back to this arc is going to look like that sort of thing if you make it like pretty clean. And then this foot is going to have a nice arc coming up to here, and then it's kind of going to change directions and then shoot down here. Right. This one should have a pretty nice arc just straight to the other side. Right, and then his body, think of his body here as he's going up, so this is where you have to push it a bit. So it's going up, down, up, and across, up, down, doing it in red. It's going to be up, down, up and across, like that. And just remember that he's got all that hang time in here when he's doing that middle jump in here, swapping his hands. And he's actually got really fun timing in the way he's doing everything. He's coming up, and then here, right, so for example, if you look at the start, he's up fast, he's up fast, and then he's got this nice hang time here, which is just here. This is the hang time. I don't know if I'll be able to draw it. Yeah, I wish there was like layers on this program so bad. And when it lands, it's like a cushion here. Sorry, that's bad. So when he lands here, oh, where's that arc I drew? Yeah, elaborate on this a bit more. He's coming up faster. Right, and then he's got all this hang time in here. And then as he comes down here, he gets fast again, but then he has a cushion when he lands. And then if the arc was to keep going out as he runs, then he'd pick up the speed again as he runs out. So at the start we have fast, and then here we have slow, which is just a gravity kind of thing. And then the reason we go fast again is because of gravity, and then little cushion, and then he's running. So let's see. Yeah, see how that plays, and you can see very clearly what's going on. Looks super cool. So I'll make these kind of your key poses. You know, there's not too many poses here, but they tell the story. So some of the ones I would focus on myself would be this one, this one, maybe this one, just starting the motion. Yeah, bam, 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 bam. I'll do this one as well, because it's kind of really like, it's really pushing this. So this is a really dynamic pose, which is super cool. I like this one. Bam, 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 Shkadoosh. Doosh. Bam. Bam. And then the rest is a run. So there's a few key poses in there. I don't know how many I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not to be mistaken. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Cool. So if you can get these poses in by next class, then this will be in a really good place for Justin to look at it and give you some good notes. So this is a really fun shot, and just remember that you've got 3 balls, 4 balls, but 3. 1, 2, 3, and you could say this is a ball as well, and we've got the chest here. But the most important balls that we want to watch the arcs on and make sure everything's working is this one. These 3. 1, 2, 3. Shkabam. Alright man, hopefully that helps, and I look forward to seeing your first blocking pass. If you have any questions on this, or you're not too sure about this, just send me a message and I'll help you out. Yeah, looks clear to me. I think if we go and sketch mine, yeah, you can see that better. Skadoosh. Yeah, so important, don't match your reference 1-to-1, just take what you can and push what you need to create more fun dynamic poses. And just remember, he's a human, so he's not as cool as he could be in terms of style and posing. So I think this is a cool pose. It's very Spider-Man, so you should try to hit something like this, which is just like big straight, arm wrapped around, this one like this, and this one like that. You know, like really clear, really cool, very stylized.